Counting down to first pitch at Wrigley. It's the Diamondbacks and Cubs. Next on the show. There are few better places in America to spend an afternoon than this place right here. Wrigley Field in Chicago. It's time for Game 3 of this 4-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Chicago Cubs. Welcome in, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to bring you this early season matchup. Alongside are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's begin by taking a look at what's led us to Game 3 of this 4-game set.
Yeah, a real nail-biter here last night. And you can see a one-run ball game. Very well played on both sides. A well-pitched game as well. I think both managers would like to see their starters match the performances turned in last night.
More from the guys moving forward this afternoon, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks as manager Kirk Gibson sets his 1 through 9 up this way. And there's a look at the starter this lineup will match up against as you take a look at his line on the right side of your screen. Marcell Ozuna will head for the boxes. We are just about ready to get things going today. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball 1, and that's how things get underway here at Wrigley.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore it is Sweeney as he takes it for the first out. So the rookie passes his first test here on the mound, and with that, let's take a look at the Cubs' alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Adeiny Echeverria will stand in now, coming off a perfect 4 for 4 a night ago. And a ball 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, same pitch, same result, and he's late on it again.
Swing and he saws him off with that one. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Michael Lee will stand in now, and this is certainly a guy that can beat you in a lot of ways. Currently your National League stolen base leader. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. And speaking of the league leaders in stolen bases, there they are on your screen. Circle change and a beauty. It's 0-2.
And now with the 0-2 count, he's got probably 5 different pitches he can throw here. So as a hitter, what are you going to do?
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. A look there at the starting lineup for the Cubs now. They'll match up against a very difficult foe indeed, the right-hander Lance Lynn. And behind him, here's a look at the defensive alignment for Arizona. Getting ready there, you see Chris Coughlin as he'll start things out here in the home first.
Leading off for the Cubs, left fielder, Chris Coughlin.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And that will end up a foul ball. Now another 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, this is a stroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Ryan Sweeney will stride in now. His solo home run accounted for their only score in the ballgame a night ago. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. Here's the 1-1 now to Sweeney. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Yeah, he must have been looking for that same breaking ball because that pitch, it's right there.
And he takes strike three called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
Yeah, make it back-to-back strikeouts here to start the inning. So much for the top of the lineup setting the table.
Sammy Sosa will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. And this is going to be a foul ball. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Again, a 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you've still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Here's a ground ball to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Thomas will stand in now, hoping to turn things around here. You can see just 1 hit in his past 4 ball games.
Number 24.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one. Fastball at 88 that time. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And a good pitch there, but it's taken for a ball, and it's 2-2 to the Arizona third baseman.
That's a good location for that cutter with 2 strikes. He's either got to take that and hope it's a ball, or he's got to foul that thing off.
Here comes a 2-2. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Matt Kemp will stand in here, and like so many others, hitless in the shutout last night. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And there he goes towards second. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And Kemp fails to connect there as this is cut on and missed for the first out of the inning.
And obviously, any time you can strike this guy out, you'll take it. I mean, he runs like a greyhound out there. So even routine grounders can sometimes be turned into base hits. Not when you're not making contact, though.
Mark Trumbo will stand in. Couple of hits in that ball game last night. And this ball will be chopped foul. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Aaron Hill will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Let's go, Cubbies!
Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
And sometimes you can just have a little bit of a mental block on this play. It's just a simple step and throw, but he winds up firing it right by his man at first.
Kurt Suzuki will take his first swings here, and as you can see, not a lot going right for him offensively here in this first month of the year. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Do not let them score!
Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo will stand in, hoping to put together a 2 or 3 hit game here. As you see, the numbers have fallen off a bit over these past 8 ball games. First pitch on the way. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. 8th home run on the season for him. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
About the only silver lining to this one from a defensive point of view is it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. You can survive it when this guy's hitting solo shots, but if he's doing this with 2 or 3 men on base, then things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Miguel Montero will stand in. He's got that average pushing up near 300 to start the new season. Montero waits. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Now that last home run estimated at a distance of 421 feet. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, let's get a hit.
Fouled back. 2-2 pitch on the way.
Here we go.
He got the high fastball there, and he popped it straight up, way up there on the infield. Under it now is Trumbo, and the converted infielder has it for the first out.
Might have had thoughts about going back-to-back here. This is right where he likes it, and he took a big swing at it. Wound up getting just a bit underneath it and popping it straight up.
Javier Baez will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Let's go, Cubs.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early, 1-0. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now this pitch is swung on and popped up. And this will also head toward the right side of the infield.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label. And this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Number 7 will stand in now. Switch hitter batting from the left side here. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Fortunately, however, the third baseman's able to run it down, so there's going to be no advance. Wow.
Well, we'll watch it again, and he really puts a charge into this baseball. This is going to make it all the way out to the ivy out there, which is actually still kind of brown here in the month of April, and he's able to cruise in with 2 bases.
Doug Bernier will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run. And here's a ball out towards straightaway center field. Ozuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Lance Lynn will turn right around and get us started here. 9-1-2 to start inning number 3. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here comes the 1-0. Ball 2.
I got to think he's going to leave the bat on his shoulder again here, even 2-0. This approach hasn't been too sharp so far to lead off the inning.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. And now a pitch on the way. Ooh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now.
Well, this is exactly where you want that changeup to be. That thing fell right through the bottom of the zone. No chance.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now another 2-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line. And so far, these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Marcell Ozuna will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
In there for strike 1. And there's ball 1. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. 1 out, nobody on. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
Here's the payoff pitch. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Adeiny Echeverria will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. The cutter runs outside, ball one.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. In there, 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Line hard, but this is a foul ball. Now a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They still trail 1-0. Kyle Hendricks makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Kyle Hendricks.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball one. And this is hit hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, left fielder,
Chris Coughlin will stand in as the lineup turns over here. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, he has been patient up there, but now he's backed himself into a corner.
Come on, Coughlin!
Bases are empty, one man out. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. In time to first, and there are two away.
And you know, against a lot of second basemen, this is going to be an infield single. But watch how he fields this thing and then maneuvers his body into a good throwing motion and unloads it quickly to get his man.
Ryan Sweeney will get another shot. Called out on strikes his first time around. Fastball in there for a called strike. Two out, nobody on. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. Lee will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they're up 1-0. Michael Lee will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Right fielder, Michael Lee.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Another 0-2 home. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Yeah, you know, sometimes as a hitter, when you get into that cycle of fouling off pitch after pitch and trying to protect, you just feel like you have to swing at everything you see. And here, he knows that out on the mound, so he just keeps going farther and farther away from the strike zone until he finally gets a swing and miss.
Water! Get your water here!
Thomas stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Matt Kemp will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. First pitch coming. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
And there's one that misses to Kemp as he works it back to 2-2. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
And even 3-2, I don't know if you want to challenge him here. Better to put him on than to give up a solo home run.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And he chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Should be no problem out there for Sweeney as he puts it away to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. It remains 1-0. Sammy Sosa will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Now a ball hit hard towards center, and that's in there, base hit. And they have trouble with it in right center. So a struggle that time for him in center field, and as a result, he'll be tagged with the E8 on the play. Anthony Rizzo will stand in again. He homered his first time around. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Thomas is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting one out.
Miguel Montero will dig in. He popped out his first time. Montero waits. Now the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Runner at second here with one man out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on, Tubby.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he might be pressing his luck a little now. That's 2 straight pitches right down the middle.
Come on now, get it.
And this is going to be a foul ball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Javier Baez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And here's a fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2. Two out here and a runner at second.
All right, let's go.
This is toward the hole, and it's going to get into right field. A 2-out hit. The throw home. The tag, and he is out at the plate on a great throw from the outfield. 1 left for the Cubs, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Mark Trumbo will make his way towards the box to lead off the
Leading
fifth.
off for Arizona, first baseman, Mark Trumbo.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Aaron Hill will dig in. He reached on an error his first time. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Boy, his control has been outstanding so far. And there's another pitch right on the black.
Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Hit hard to third. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Kurt Suzuki will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Give me, take your swing.
Here's the first offering. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
What was that?
Runners on first with 1 down.
Come on, Tubby.
Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Cutter misses, and it's 3-1. Check that 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Hey, double him up. Swing.
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Just the first walk he's given up here so far to go along with just the 2 hits. So he's been pretty well in command throughout this entire start.
Lance Lynn will stand in now, and we'll see if the sacrifice will be on here with one man out.
Looking good, Tom. Looking good.
Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike 1.
Ah, good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Come on. Let's move, guys.
Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
A wise decision to pull it back. You've got to make sure you bunt at strikes. You're playing right into their hands if you don't.
Got it back in time there, and it's 2-1.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And with one out already, I think they were concerned of the possibility of a double play. So they're going to let the pitcher go ahead and put one down right here. Now at least you give your leadoff guy a chance to drive in a couple runs with 2 outs.
Marcell Ozuna will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Now here's the first pitch. Line hard deep into left. And that is going to get down for extra bases as this will drive home 2. And they're not going to get him at the plate as 2 runs have scored and they take a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, he squared that one up pretty good. No chance to run this one down as you see it one hop the wall out there. And he'll ease his way into second with a 2-run double.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 1. Well, boys, this would seem to be a completely new ball game now.
Yeah, that kind of snuck up out of nowhere. He was cruising along, and now all of a sudden, he finds himself behind.
Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Sosa is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Home half of the 5th coming up. Arizona's on top, 2-1. Number 7 will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Another sinker here, but this one's over for strike 1. Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Slice down the left side, but foul. Another 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tommies, we need this.
Now a little tapper toward the line. If this stays fair, it's trouble. And this ball's hit pretty well, high and deep to straightaway left. Kemp is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
Well, I'll tell you what, this won't look like a whole lot in the box score, but anytime you can make a pitcher use up 8 pitches to get you out, you've done your job as a hitter.
Doug Bernier will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
That's my Tommies.
And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Ball 1. Oh, good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Now a ball hit right past Lynn, and it'll get on through into center field for a base hit.
Good job there of making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Nolan Arenado will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning.
Arenado.
Oh, no. Here we go. Here we go.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
What's the DP?
Here we go.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Down, please win.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Oh, no.
Now batting. Left
So it's a
fielder.
runner at first with 2 gone. And it's right back to the top of the order now for Chris Coghlan. And he lays off there 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And he struck him out, so he's down on strikes for the 2nd time this afternoon. Cubs strand 1. Our score remains 2-1. Jason Mott will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 30, Jason Mott.
Michael Lee will walk toward the plate as he'll lead things off here in the Arizona 6th inning. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
Here's the 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that'll get on through into left for a leadoff single. So with the leadoff man on base, let's take a trip back to the 1990s. Many of you probably weren't even around yet, so that's a good reason to check out this date in baseball history. Thomas will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Yeah, well, that's, I guess, what you'd call a rule book strike. Technically, that's in the strike zone, but it's a call that most pitchers don't get nowadays.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. And he misses again, ball 3. More trouble waiting on deck in the person of Matt Kemp.
Pick him up first base.
And that misses for ball 4. And it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out. Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. You know, this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Matt Kemp will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Ball 1.
Yeah, he didn't seem to do him any favors with the previous batter, and now here's another call that goes against him on the mound.
Nice work, buddy.
Hard hit towards center. Sweeney patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
And this one could have been big trouble here, but this carries out there just far enough to find the outfielder's glove. And that means that both runners, neither of whom were running on contact, are forced to head back to where they started.
Mark Trumbo will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
I'll tell you, if this is in off the plate just a little bit further, this thing might end up in the cheap seats in left field. But instead, it just gets to the outer half. He still gets pretty good wood on the ball, but he winds up pulling it right at someone.
Aaron Hill will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Come on now, let's stop him here.
Ball 1.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Hold it back right here.
And Hill able to lay off again. It's 2-0 now. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Low-scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Fouled straight back. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Sosa is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Diamondbacks strand a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Ryan Sweeney will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Pop for you. Pop.
And this is on the outside corner for strike one. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
You talk about getting the bat head out front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Sammy Sosa will dig in. 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. But fastball misses downstairs, and it's 2-0 now.
And you can tell he's starting to get a little jumpy out there. He's got to take his time and really focus in on the glove.
3-0 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Hey, just made a short strike.
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
A runner at first with no outs here. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul.
Swings wins, huh?
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Lee is back near the ivy as he makes the catch for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
Look out for the double play!
And here's the first pitch.
Here we go.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw not in time as he steals second.
Boy, that's a good jump right there this time. I think he had this one stolen even if the throw is on target. But you see the shortstop have to go up the ladder to get it, and that took away any chance of throwing him out.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Miguel Montero come in now with 2 away. And to this point, at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Cold strike at the knees, 1-1. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Come on!
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Here we go.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
And he's saying, give me a break. And that pitch is right there. I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Javier Baez will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
A record.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Runners left in scoring position. One of the big keys to this ball game so far.
Come on, pop one.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. Sliced down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Now a swing and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Trumbo is there and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Cubs strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Kyle Farnsworth is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Kyle Farnsworth.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Kurt Suzuki.
Swung on and hit softly on a line. Whoa, but that's just self-defense as he spears it for the out.
2-seam fastball that time. Got decent contact on it, but he didn't really extend through it. And this turns into an easy little line out.
DJ LeMahieu will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
DJ LeMahieu.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger. Boy, never a dull moment with this guy on the mound.
Oh, he can sure drive you crazy at times, can he?
Oh, and he runs up and gets a good one down. But the throw will be in time at first, so he's denied the base hit on a bunt attempt.
Not a bad idea right here. Runs have been pretty hard to come by, and he's going to try to lay one down to get something started. But defensively, it was covered well, and they nail him at first.
Marcell Ozuna will step in. He doubled home a couple his last time. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right, and that's a fair ball.
Yeah, this one looked like one of EK's 4-irons. He just kind of shanks this thing right down the right field line, but he manages to drop it just inside the chalk line, and that's a thing of beauty.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around. And that misses for ball 1. Two out with the man at first. 1-0 pitch is right there, but ruled a ball. 2-0.
I can see it from here.
He's running towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw, not in time. He's in there at second.
And that's a big 90 feet in a one-run game. He took a little bit of a chance, but that great speed makes it pay off.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Back up the middle, and that'll get through. It's into center, a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores from second to make this a 2-run game now.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Wade Davis will take over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Wade Davis.
Michael Lee will try and keep things going now with the runner at first following the RBI single. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's a 1-0. And this will be fouled away. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here.
Let's go, Kobe. Come on, Cubs.
Fastball taken high, and it's 3-1 now.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Now a swing and a drive high in the air and deep to right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Well, if you haven't heard of this guy before, it's a name you may need to learn. That's his second hit of the game. This one goes for extra bases, and he may be starting to feel like he belongs here.
Thomas will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
Now a pickoff play at second, and he'll get back in standing.
Get this strikeout, man.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch, and he lays off for ball 1.
Tough pitch right there. That's 96 in on the hands. You just got to let that one go.
Two out here and a runner at second. And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. Hooking just foul by a matter of inches that time. Here's a fastball that swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And the catch made there by Coughlin to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Get out the microphone. Stretch time here at Wrigley. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cubs 1. David Hernandez will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Number 7 will stand in now. 1 for 2 with a double so far.
Second baseman, number 7.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. Line drive over the shortstop's head and on into left center field, and that should be extra bases to begin the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Doug Bernier will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Hey now.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, still a little late with that swing. He's got to get going a little sooner.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Oh, man, the intimidation factor was definitely in evidence there. He's not going to back down from too many hitters out there, especially not your number 8 guys. Threw it right by him.
And it appears as though we'll see a pinch hitter now as the switch hitter Ben Zobrist has grabbed a bat and moved into the on-deck circle. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And a swing and a ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
Now this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next two guys. So now they're going to need a little two-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Chris Coughlin will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. And he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
And that's in there for strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swinging a hard liner to short. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it 4-1. Edwin Jackson will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Edwin Jackson.
Matt Kemp will get us going now in the top half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, left fielder, Matt Kemp.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And that's cut on and missed by Kemp as they move ahead of him now 0-2.
One thing you've got to be aware of as a hitter is he's going to give you a bit of a variety up there. He's got 5 pitches, and he's going to use all of them.
Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider, difficult to lay off, but he did it.
Fastball got him looking as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
Oh, it's been a long afternoon for this guy. A couple of strikeouts to go along with that 0 for 4, but you know there's going to be better days ahead for this guy because he can play.
Mark Trumbo will dig in. He lined out hard in his last time around.
Come on now, let's get a game right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Aaron Hill waits on deck. 1 out, nobody on. Trumbo awaiting the 3-1. Out of play. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will get this one. And he goes the other way with the fastball as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Sosa is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Second baseman, number 2.
Aaron Hill will get another crack. 1 for 3 thus far.
All right, Cubs.
Now the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Now the 1-2. Fouled back. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they go down without a whimper here. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cubs 1. There's Arizona manager Kirk Gibson on his way to home plate, lineup card in hand, so one would assume we're going to see a double switch here. Oliver Perez will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Brandon Drury will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Ryan Sweeney will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
Whoa, there's that calling card right there. First pitch up and in right out of the bullpen. Wake up, everybody.
Get something started.
Well done as he takes this the other way and laces it into left field. A base hit.
Just a great at-bat here to start the inning against a tough left-handed pitcher. You see him stay on this pitch all the way. He's aboard here with a leadoff single.
Sammy Sosa will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
A look by Perez. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Let's get him to second, all right?
Up high. 2-1 now. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
What was that?
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one.
Let's go, base hit here.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Two and 0 now.
Let's go one more time, baby.
Outside, 3-0 now. Miguel Montero waits on deck. Here he comes on 3-0. Oh, had the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Yeah, and that's the right time to let it all hang out. This might be the last chance he gets.
Watch the DP.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
And this is fouled straight back. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with 1 away.
Wow, just a great at-bat right there. Simple as that. Patient, laid off some tough pitches. He was rewarded.
Your attention, please. Now
So with a
pitching for
lefty
Arizona,
waiting, they'll go to a
number
lefty of
32,
their own out of the bullpen here.
Rodriguez.
Wellington Castillo will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 5, Wellington Castillo.
Low for ball 1.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Put the line shot now.
And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Kemp comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, the shortstop,
Javier Baez will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
2 down, runners at first and second. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Oh, that ball's driven into left center. This could be trouble. And it would have been trouble, but a great job there to pull this one in on the dead run. And that ends the inning. Wellington Castillo will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, Number 5, Wellington Castillo.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Kurt Suzuki.
Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Well, not close on either of these first 2 pitches. He's going to have to find the release point quick before he loses the leadoff guy.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on leading off the inning.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Here's the full count offering. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Under it is Rizzo. 1 away.
Well, this will wind up nothing more than a pop out in the scorebook. But what won't go unnoticed in that dugout is that he battled for an awfully long time there. That takes a lot of energy out of a guy when he's got to throw that many pitches.
Brandon Drury will get his first shot at it here. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Oh, and he goes the other way with a fastball. He drives it out to deep right center field. And that's going to land out toward the wall out there. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
And if you're going to work away with a 2-seam fastball, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. Here, as you can see, he starts it on the corner. So you know what's going to happen. It's going to leak right back out over the heart of the plate. And that's a mistaken location, pure and simple.
Marcell Ozuna will step in with a couple of RBIs already and looking for more. In the air to straightaway center field. Sweeney is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Adeiny Echeverria will dig in again. He singled home a run his last time. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez. It puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That's a tough chance there behind the plate. This is a curveball. You see him try to smother it, but this ball just eats him alive, and that's going to let that runner move over to third now on what'll be a wild pitch.
Here's an easy strikeout. He swings at everything. Throw it anywhere you want.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1. Right on the corner, 2-2.
A little conviction behind that fastball.
Oh, and he gets around on the curveball as this is hit high and deep out to left. But he'll get there as he flags it down just shy of the wall. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. Nothing for the Diamondbacks in their half of the ninth. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They trail here 4-1.
Your attention, please. Now
Safe situation here, and they'll make the call for the side-arming right-hander Brad Ziegler. Number 7 will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Number 7.
Now here's a swing and a little bouncer out to the left of the mound. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Doug Bernier would get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
The 1-0.
Here we go.
That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
Wave and a miss at the 2-0 sinker, 2-1.
And you know, his changeup and sinker sort of do the same thing. They both drop off the table pretty good at the end. The only difference is he usually wants you to hit his sinker, and he wants you to swing and miss at the changeup.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. And this is going to be a foul ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Another 2-2 offering. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Let's do it, base hit.
And here's a ball hit in the air, but this will land out there just foul. Line to the right side, but foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. The payoff pitch one more time. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
Shelby Miller will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Shelby Miller.
Nick Hundley will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Infield at double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Let's go. Line drive now.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
All right, make it count. Let's do it. Here we go.
Swing and a ball lifted into straightaway center. Ozuna is right there, 1 down. And he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only 1 gone.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and it's right back to the top of the order now for Chris Coghlan. In there, 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Good arm action there, but this one misses, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
The 1-2. And this is grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back but didn't quite get there.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And now all of a sudden, that possible winning run has gone from in the hole to on deck, and now he's at the plate. So this inning's taken a real turn for the worse.
Ryan Sweeney will be the batter, and with the bases loaded here, represents the possible go-ahead run. First pitch is a cutter looked at, 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
And if he thought he was in a mess when he came into the game, he's really in a mess now.
Now Miller on 1-1. And they'll try to go away with this one, but it misses as well, and it's to 2-1 now.
Now the pressure will really start to mount out there. That strike zone's going to feel like it's the size of a soup can right there.
And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. And a foul pop behind the plate. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Here's the 2-2 home. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Echeverria for one, but the return throw will be too late, and the run is in to score.
Yeah, really no shot at two on a high chopper like that one. They do wind up getting the force at second, but that runner from third is able to just waltz in and score.
Sammy Sosa is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. They'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
And that misses 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now.
That's a good call to get. That goes the other way. 3-0 is not too pretty a sight right now.
The 2-1 home. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Hey, when you're representing the winning run, the old saying is, get on any way you can. This one hurts more than most of the other ways, but they're a step closer to maybe winning the ballgame.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, the team leader in RBIs. He got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Here's the first pitch to him. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
Here at the plate, you just need to be thinking base hit here. A grand slam, that'd be sweet, but a single should be enough to tie up this game.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing he'll ever have. He only made it 6 full innings, but he definitely brought his good stuff to the ballpark, and he winds up helping his guys get out of here with a victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Diamondbacks are victorious here, 4-2. So long from Wrigleyville.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 8 hits. 1 error. They left 7 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 45,936. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.